With that, I'm going to kick it off and hand it over to our keynote. So we're very lucky to have both Amber Alston and Dalia Havens here. They are VP of Product Marketing and VP of Product Management and VP of Engineering. They're two incredible leaders who we're very lucky to have on our team, and they're going to talk to you about driving customer success with Replicated. So with that, I'll hand it over to Amber and Dalia.
Let me just get our presentation shared here. All right, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today at our third quarterly RepliCon event. We're going to be highlighting where we've been investing over the last quarter or so across our product and engineering groups to help you drive even greater success with Replicated. I like to start by touching on Replicated's mission. So we strongly believe that Replicated is on the path to modernizing the distribution and consumption of private, secure, and reliable applications. We understand that the products that you all are building create compounding value for your customers, and to create the highest impact, your products need to be in the hands of your end customers as quickly as possible. Distribution into complex enterprise environments can create a lot of hurdles that end up slowing the value recognition down, and Replicated's goal is to help clear and accelerate that path to value. As Grant mentioned, when we think about how to measure our success of Replicated in pursuit of that mission, we very much measure our own success as a company by the success of you all, our customers. We see ourselves as partners in helping you achieve and accelerate customer success with your product. So when we've spoken to you about what all you'd like to see from us in the near term to help you be more successful with Replicated, these themes of security, reliability, and efficiency really end up driving the type of work that we deliver in Q3, as well as what we have planned for Q4. Our areas of focused investment include strengthening our security, reliability capabilities throughout the product, as well as identifying and streamlining areas of potential inefficiency in the product, particularly within the vendor onboarding and developer experience workflows. We're also continuing to advance our new Helm managed alpha capability to better support your end customers that may have strongly embraced Helm and GitOps deployment models. And we're streamlining Replicated's data analysis and insight capabilities so that we can bring you back best practice insights to help further accelerate your success. In order to accomplish these goals, we've actually oriented our product development teams and cross-functional teams in support of these key strategic areas. So our app installer team actually works to enhance not just the current product offering, but also extending it to support the new Helm managed install flow. Our Kubernetes installer team is highly focused on efforts that are improving reliability, security, and efficiency for embedded cluster installs. And our vendor experience team is working to improve usability and efficiency in critical developer workflows, reducing the cost, both in time and people cost to yourself, vendors, as well as Replicated to successfully ship high quality releases. Our goals with the planned observability and troubleshooting team is to further improve our capabilities in this area, as well as to be able to reduce mean time to resolution, as well as support burden costs for both your enterprise end customers, you, the vendors, and Replicated. And while our full team isn't yet fully formed in that area, the CRE team, our customer reliability engineering team, has already been making amazing progress in improving our troubleshooting capabilities. The great improvements that you've seen in our data-informed recommendations, our docs, our support processes, and our platform performance are all powered by the cross-functional teams that are working along with all of these product development teams I just highlighted. So before Dalia speaks to the engineering investments we made in the last quarter, I'd like to briefly highlight some of the features that we've added to the Replicated product since our last RepliCon event last quarter. So for those of you on the call that aren't yet customers, these feature release groupings may not be as familiar to you, so I'd encourage you to attend our Replicated 101 session with Nikki later today to learn more about all the features of Replicated. So we've added several features to make releasing and managing your application easier in the last quarter. We now display best practice recommendations on your releases within Vendor Portal, and we actually make automatic suggestions against those releases via the Vendor Portal release linter. For vendors that prefer to reference their images by image digest over tags, we now do support referencing images by digest, as well as tags in all install use cases. And for those that may have large applications and therefore potentially large air gap bundle size, we now have a beta option that supports deduplication of shared image layers. And so some of our beta participants that have been trying out this feature have already seen some large reductions in their air gap bundle size. For vendors leveraging Helm with COTS today, we've given you more chart installation capabilities. And within the App Manager user interface itself, we've streamlined the steps necessary for your end customers to configure GitOps to help manage your release distribution on their side. For embedded clusters, leveraging our Kubernetes installer, curl, we've introduced a beta feature to package the K8s installer directly with the application release, which helps you improve reproducibility as well as better control install variables at that in customer installation. We've also introduced a supported method for moving customers off of the end-of-life Rook 104 version to versions 1.4 and higher. And that actually helps overcome a upstream breaking change that Rook introduced in 1.3 that had been blocking CSI add-on upgrades. For team management and vendor portal, we've worked to reduce the risk of any accidental team creation when new team members show up by giving team admins the ability to allow team members from your Google Workspace or your company email domain to automatically join your team. On the replicated support side, we've streamlined the replicated support request flow in vendor portal to make it easier for you to submit requests, but also to help ensure that you've submitted the right information to us to get you a faster resolution. We've also added a new option in vendor portal to directly submit feature requests, which goes straight to the product and engineering teams at Replicated, which helps speed submission of your request as well as improve transparency. We've also made several improvements to product documentation this past quarter, based heavily on your feedback. In addition to improved content on snapshots and troubleshoot, you can now provide us docs feedback directly from the docs pages themselves. So as we look forward into Q4 and what I hope to be highlighting at the next RepliCon event, there's several upcoming capabilities and in-progress capabilities that I'm excited about. So in addition to the Helm managed option for app installation that I mentioned earlier, we're also introducing more custom branding controls for the admin console UI. Grayson is doing a breakout session later that'll get into more detail on that if you're interested. We're also looking to simplify the storage requirements necessary for COTS itself. And for embedded cluster installs, we're continuing to work on providing you stronger recommendations around optimized specs for both single and multi-node cluster installs. And with the investments we've been making in curl add-on upkeep automation, we believe that allow us to formalize a committed SLA for add-on version upkeep maintenance within the next quarter. So you can keep up with all the capabilities I just briefly touched on, as well as these upcoming capabilities on our Replicated blog at replicated.com/blog, where we publish release highlights posts every single month. Additionally, one of our other upcoming breakout sessions with Alex, 10 features you need to know about, will go into depth on several of the features I mentioned today, as well as giving some short demos as well. With that, I will turn it over to Dalia.
Great, thank you, Amber. To expand on what Amber outlined earlier, I'd like to give you some insights on how we've organized our teams around these strategic product areas and what that means for you as our customers. Each of the key strategic product areas is powered by an amazing development team. Most development teams are full stack with both front-end and back-end developers. We refer to these teams internally as pods. These areas of product investment tie into our project maintainership practices really well, where the developers on each pod are the core maintainers of the project. They are responsible for both internal and external contributions and reviews. They also work to improve the architecture and serviceability of their code base. This organization of pods has helped us accelerate our release velocity, which translates to shipping more value to you, our customers. We're able to prioritize and deliver more of your requested features, as well as continue to invest in our engineering initiative that help us maintain this accelerated shipping cadence with quality, reliability, and security at the forefront. On the engineering initiative side, I wanted to highlight a key area that we really needed to focus on this past quarter. We put in dedicated effort to improve our automation to get ahead of consuming the necessary CVE patches as they become available. These updates are now reflected in our release notes, and any exception is noted on our vulnerability page. We hope to continue to increase transparency with you, our vendors, and your customers. I encourage you to take a look at our latest releases for the App Manager and Kubernetes installer. Check out the release notes for all the details on what is included in each release. We still have room for improvements on this front, and we'll continue to focus on it as an engineering priority. On the support front, we continue to uphold to our engineering-led support practices. We've improved our vendor portal, as Amber mentioned, to allow for both support escalations and feature requests to be submitted. With each request, a GitHub issue gets created, which allows both our engineering team and our customers to work together in the same issue. These issues are updated with every engagement along the way, and we've added automation to continue to increase transparency from issue creation to close. Our customer reliability engineering team are at the front line of support. This group is composed of deep Kubernetes engineers who provide tremendous value when engaging with our customers. Beyond helping to quickly resolve customer escalations, this outstanding group of engineers focus on improving and investing in the troubleshoot project. This group is also unique in their focus. With the ability to aggregate the state of each customer, we're working on key enablements and deep dives to help train and partner with our customers' engineering and support teams. We're hiring and growing the team globally. Our customer reliability engineering group has expanded to include engineers in the EMEA and APAC time zones. Additionally, our development pods also dedicate a portion of their capacity to directly supporting our customers. When you submit a support issue through the vendor portal, the implementation will route the GitHub issue to the corresponding pod to make sure development has eyes on it. While our CRE team is always on the front line, our collective engagement with our customers as an engineering organization is truly what sets us apart. Our org, and the whole company for that matter, is powered by our data-driven approach. The engineering org will continue to focus and expand on the key metrics that represent improvements in our execution. These are things like release frequency, cycle time, and the ratio of our investment across key areas. Our product metrics give us direction and clear insights into how well our product is providing value to our customers. On the support front, our customer reliability engineering team is focused on reducing our customer support burden and mean time to resolution. Here's one of our favorite data insights. We've seen that our time to resolve a Sev1 issue is 3 times faster when a support bundle is included with the request. For more on this and how you can best partner with our engineers, please join Chris's session, Efficiency Scaling Your Customer Support Process, later on today. We've seen tremendous value from the data we have, and we want to share this data back with you. We created a program where leaders from across the company are assigned designated vendors to engage with directly. This sponsor program is an opportunity for us to share this information. We're able to help you dig into this data and make sure you are leveraging the product to its fullest potential. As we continue to gain more insights, we see that we are uniquely positioned to help you up-level your operation and benchmark against the best teams in the industry. We will continue to invest in providing you with a set of best practices that help you optimize your mean time to recover, reduce your support burden, and improve your adoption rates. We're committed to sharing this data back with you as key partners and an extension of your teams.
Thanks, Dalia. So as we look ahead into Q4, Replicated's mission remains focused on clearing the way to help accelerate your own product success with your customers. So in Q4, we'll be continuing to drive improvements in security, reliability, and efficiency across the full Replicated product surface area, as well as strengthening our supportive processes that allow us to be excellent partners to you in your journey to get your products in the hands of your users as quickly as possible. While we have our path forward, we definitely see your ongoing partnership and involvement is critical to helping us further shape and refine this strategy. So with our goal with the sponsor program that Dalia mentioned is to not only bring you interesting insights and informed data best practices, it's also an excellent opportunity for you to engage with decision-making leaders across Replicated, both to share stories of your success, as well as to highlight product needs that could help further accelerate your own success with your customers. So if you haven't already, please make sure that you engage with your account representative to get a meeting set up with your Replicated sponsor. Now, please enjoy the rest of RepliCon. As we mentioned, there are several sessions that will highlight capabilities that we've recently delivered in Q3, as well as soon to be delivered, and sessions that help make it easier for you to support your customers, as well as other recommended best practices from Replicated. Thank you all.